Here for that video, guys. Today we're gonna be talking about 3 things I want to see changed with the brand new Surface Duo 2. Now, personally speaking, I've said this many times, I absolutely love the Surface Duo 1. I now make this my daily driver. I take it everywhere I go, and with the bumper case, absolutely adds a lot more protection to it and makes it just absolutely a really fun phone. I do a lot of reading on this phone, checking emails, dual screening it on different applications, and it gives me so much stuff to go ahead and be able to, get done faster. But there are some things I want to see change and improve with the Surface Duo 2. Now, there's a couple of things I know a lot of people are going to mention. So I'm going to mention my 3 and then mention some other things that other people want to see too, which I know probably will get fixed anyway. So number 1 is going to go ahead and be something minuscule, and a lot of these going to be minuscule, so it's not going to be like a big deal. But it is definitely something we know will be added to the Surface Duo 2. So it's actually something really cool. It's actually going to be a bigger screen. Now, I saw a comment, someone commented down below and said that the screen for the Surface Duo 2 is going to be bigger than this one. That this one right here is actually going to be smaller than the Surface Duo 2. And based on what I understand, that is not the case. The screen will not be getting bigger. In a way, what they're going to go ahead and do is they're going to get rid of these bezels. You guys see these bezels across the top and the bottom of this display? The screen will now be bigger because the display will cover more of the actual display. So the big black bars, as everyone calls them, will not actually be here with the Surface Duo 2. It's going to be very small bezels on the top and bottom, which will make the display bigger, but it's not going to make the phone bigger. So it's going to be pretty much the same exact size as it is now, with less bezels, so a bigger display. And that's something I'm really happy about and interested in. I have no issue really, in all honesty, with the black bars. I know that's something a lot of people complain about, and hey, if you're going to buy this phone, that's just something you got to deal with. But that's something I want to see changed, and the fact it's already confirmed to be changed with the Surface Duo 2. Absolutely love that. This just makes it all that better, that literally my biggest issue right there being fixed with the Surface Duo 2. My next issue, number 2, is going to go ahead and be RAM. 6 gigabytes of RAM in this phone, and that's not bad when you look at it compared to other phones like the iPhone. The iPhone 12 Pro Max and the iPhone 12 series does have 6 gigabytes of RAM. The iPhone 11 and before that had 4 gigabytes of RAM. So you might be saying, well, this is the same gigabytes of RAM as an iPhone. Not really completely. This is running dual screens, 1, 2, and half the time you're running the screens at the same exact time, using up more RAM. Now, the thing I will say about this that actually does go ahead and benefit is because that they will go ahead and improve the processor inside, the Snapdragon inside. That means they'll also go ahead and improve the RAM. So like I said, I cannot wait to see at least, I want to say, 8 to 10 gigabytes of RAM on the Surface Duo 2. More updated processor. This is like a 1A, 1B type of combination for what I want. I want more RAM and a better processor in the next unit, and that's something we're going to see, and it should be interesting to see how much more powerful this actually becomes with that in mind. Now, number 3, there's a lot of things I could mention, okay? And I'm going to give some honorable mentions before I get to my number 3. The honorable mentions are going to be wireless charging. This is something that I personally do not care about too much, but a lot of people want to be able to use a wireless charging pad just like that, put the phone down, and look, it starts charging. Obviously, this is not going to, because this is not a wireless charging phone. Now, with the Surface Duo 2, could they add wireless charging? 100% yes. I do believe they probably will, in all honesty. And that would be a nice little feature in addition to add to the phone. The next thing I want to mention would be NFC. The ability to use this as, obviously, a remote control if you want to, or do whatever you want with that kind of concept. That would be another nice feature to have. Nice little addition. Next honorable mention is going to go ahead and be 5G connectivity. I know that, this actually came out right before the iPhone and right around the time of the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. Now, the Note 20 Ultra was one of the first 5G phones. So, with all that being said, between that being a 5G phone, this being a 4G phone, and then the iPhones being 5G, I think we can pretty much certainly say that there will be a 5G version of this phone that will be coming out with the Surface Duo 2. Next honorable mention is going to be battery life. I don't really think it's a big deal for me personally. I mean, I have not charged this phone in like 2.5 days, and I'm at, actually no, not 2.5 days. I've not charged this phone all day, and I'm at 27%. So it's not too much of a big deal to me, the battery life, but I know a lot of people have issues with the battery life, so a bigger battery would be nicer, just to, if you're out all day, you can't charge your device, having an extra battery in there, or bigger battery in there, will definitely be very, very awesome. So my last thing I want to talk about that I want to be fixed in this device is going to go ahead and be the build quality, and this is when hear me out when I say this, right here, this USB-C plastic, I'm going to show you guys this plastic ring around the device. I am absolutely in love with this hardware of this device. The way it looks, there's this glass, open it up, glass. I love how this hardware looks, but this plastic piece around the end, it gotta go, coach. It's gotta go. It's absolutely, it breaks. A lot of people have their charging port break because of that reason, and it just doesn't look, in my opinion, it actually does look good. I will say it actually does look good, but it's just not for me. I definitely will say I hope in the next Surface Duo they do go ahead and replace that. I don't know what they would replace it with. Maybe just make aluminum like shell outside the whole entire phone. That might look a little bit better than that plastic piece, very flimsy and can break. If I push this like that, it's already like flexing in and not trying to break it. A lot of people broke their port, and I'm scared to break my port with that in mind. But one last honorable mention before I end off this video, guys, it's going to go ahead and be a better camera. That's definitely something I want to see improved. Obviously, with the next generation or next iteration of this phone, a lot of people are saying that there will be an outside camera to the Surface Duo 2. That will go ahead and be a very good camera, which will also go ahead and improve the inner camera of this phone too. So we're gonna have overall a lot of camera improvements. The reason why I'm not too much of a fan of an outside camera of this device, don't get me wrong, I understand the point of view of it, and I also understand the point of view of, there's rumors right now of them adding an outside display to this device, maybe like a display right on the right hand side here that would give you like notifications, stuff like that. I actually would like that. I think that would be really cool. And then you don't have to open up the device, kind of like the Fold 2. You can actually see on the outside of the device the actual notifications, everything like that. But the thing about the camera is, if they do go ahead and add the camera to the outside, I'm not sure how they're going to really implement it when you do go ahead and open it fully. And the reason why I say that is because if there's a camera bump right here, how is this going to fit over here? Because is it going to always be like that? Like, I'm going to guess it would always have to be like that. And will that affect the actual usability of the phone? Because you guys can see right here, because it's not fully closed, it's not responsive. We're going to hit the power button. Okay, there we go. And yeah, it's a little slower than normal because it wants to be fully closed before it goes into, when it goes into phone mode. So I'm not sure how that's going to work. Again, like I said, it's all about software and how, Microsoft does the software. But I think the Surface Duo 2 is going to be an absolutely amazing phone. And I want to go ahead and tell you guys, out of all the things that need to be improved, I 110% believe Microsoft will improve every single thing that we talked about in this list. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.